son. Mom, I got a DNF! Mom. Oh, son, I feel so proud of you. Mom, DNF is a bad thing! Solved a cube for someone in like 15 seconds when they didn't know how to solve it at all. Absolutely floored. When I had to say a speech in front of my... when I had to say a speech in front of my class about cubing. I was at a cubing competition and outside it says Rubik's Cube competition. Halfway through the competition, somebody accidentally came into the room, put their hand to their mouth, and walked swiftly away. I just peeled the stickers off. Some random kid in my school gave me a cube and told me to solve it. I solved it for him and he got surprised. He did it again the next day, and again, and again, and again. Till I got bored. Me and my friends were cubing at school. I averaged 17 and my friend averages 35. Non-cubers were watching us, so my friend asked, "Do you think we're cool?" And then non-cubers said, the fast kid, me, is cool, but you, my friend, aren't cool. Yeah. Non-cubers are cruel. I solved the cube and some kid ran up to me and said he could solve it in 5 seconds. Then I asked him to solve it. Then he just ran away. Me, hands over cube, non-cuber, turn sit, also non-cuber. Why does it turn so nice? Still non-cuber. It's horrible! Cubic Rube official. Extra points for the name. 4 months ago, I just entered a school and saw my friend cubing in class. I thought he was super fast back then because back then I raced him and I was 2 times slower than him. I thought I would never come close to him as he kept mocking me for my speed up. But I grinded for 4 months and went from averaging 35 seconds to 13 seconds now. I'm almost 7 to 8 seconds faster than him. Lemao. Someone at my school had it for like 20 minutes to scramble it so hard I can never solve it. Non-cubers are geniuses. 20 minutes solved in 12 seconds. A kid was popular because he can solve a cube, but I found out that he was 20 seconds slower than me. Here's one. Hi. Your name is Hi. You're so creative. So I was solving a cube in front of my cousin and she got so surprised for a 34-second solve even though I averaged 20 seconds and my PB is 1796 seconds. Is that a ratio? Why is your time in a ratio? What? I was asked to solve a cube. After the OLL, I looked away to talk to my other friends and just did the PLL blind because it was in muscle memory. Then I returned the cube and everyone started screaming, "He did it blindfolded!" Lol. Back when coronavirus wasn't a huge thing, back in 2020 when classes weren't online yet, and I've brought this Rubik's Cube to the class and everyone was looking at me like, wow, and everything non-cubers do. And then I go to class and everybody's like, "Hey teacher, this guy can solve a Rubik's Cube in a matter of seconds." And the teacher just goes like, "Hey, I dare you to solve this cube under 30 seconds. Here, take it. The timer has already started. Go, 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 go." And I was like, "Hey, you can't do this. It's against regulations." Do you expect non-cubers to know what regulations are? And 4 seconds of my time has already passed. In the end, I couldn't finish it, so my teacher told me to look up the word honesty in the dictionary and try the meaning of it. In the end, we've all learned that don't bring your Rubik's Cube to school if you're not sub 38. That's your takeaway? In the end, we've all learned that don't bring your Rubik's Cube to your school if you're not sub 38. Or your teacher might ask you to do the impossible. I was at a competition with a few friends and I left my seat for a bit. These kids recognized me and they were like, "Oh my god, is that teacher Gilbert?" They proceeded to run at me and then literally tried to touch me in a weird... They asked me for a photo and I took one with them. I can understand why they were quite excited to recognize me, but inside I'm like, am I really that well known to be recognized at comps law? Is being recognized really your only problem here? Hey, that's my gift. Sneaking in last second, Marcus. I brought my Rubik's Cube to the park when suddenly a dad and his 4-year-old daughter came up to me and asked if I could help her teach her daughter to solve the cube in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes? Obviously I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I couldn't just run away. You totally could. You totally could just run away. I tried my best, but they barely understood what I was talking about. Fair enough. So he just said, thanks. Then slowly walked. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. I'll never bring my cube to the public anymore.